fact, we have the Ghana cards and documents which they have supplied to the registrar of the court. We are just waiting for their homes to be inspected so that she will be released on bail. It's quite unfortunate that while this process is going on, the NIB is insisting that they want to take her to their custody. That we won't agree, because as a matter of law, when a person is granted bail, the person becomes a prisoner of the court. It means that you brought the person to court and the court is dealing with the person. When the court has looked at the situation, looked at the factual situation and admitted the person to bail, you are expected to respect the order of the court. And that is why we are here. And I am going to be here until the order is executed, because it's quite unfair to this young person, to be holding her for the last 7 days for what? For a felony? I mean, this is really unacceptable, and we are not going to allow it.
So what we know is that
rendition of the law. When you bring a person to court and the court admits the person to bail, what happens is that the investigators are under a duty to go and inspect the properties or the homes of the sureties. That's what you do. So, assuming court is closing and the judges do not have a place, or the court does not have a place to keep the accused person, right?
Amanyokobi actuality. Say amanyokodi a yentumi enkyere say eye groupings butterfly ni anom foforo nso de a yentumi enkyere na de etia ne say wo mutwe wo muti no na billboards ene di kan yi ne ti ene billboard di na ba ko nam ha na we nam ha na we nam ha say ne na ne nam weni billboard wo be say na billboard di ne nam krom saa na hwan ni we si we ya na we kan de Yawa na obi ni ti say wakasama sa new force no na ye friend no Shalima Abuisi, very beautiful girl onye no mo say we rolling se man ba ko ayira na say de no mo sha se Ghana for konkonsa again on a TV no so no Facebook no so no, that is the girl, very beautiful girl. Afa ye bi se mo I say we are Belgium ni sir. Free ne buy. Almost your free Belgium. No about Ghana so because school. No say sir. Yes, okay. Sir na yi ne buy no can come afobi and nam didi achire say we Belgium ni when you Ghana ni then immigration for you then we buy immigration for say wo mo so hwehwem no wo mo ahunu say wa ba o man mu wo ba no wo se wo ba university said ye yakwa buruchire school ye just study permit wono nso the university admission ne ho nkrata a kire ye ye ma ne entry ma ne nkrata se obetumi aba school na wo ba ye no school a waka ase wo kono wo mo se wo mo hwehwe ya no wo mo hunu ne din wo school no register ma ke no present kranti bana wa ba no wo mo se wo the false documents and a buy nti wo makwa kwachi no tiga nam ga na mo hunu anche no oyi nani kakra ya no makwa kwachi no no say emra no no waka say Ghana Christian University College and what they agent permit enti no say wan kwasa school ni dia and wo mo chi no wo mo de chi no na free Belgium ni movement sha ase and wo mo kokogu court wo mo kogu court no na court ye say yo wate asem no na wa ma ne bill yemfa sika 20,000 Ghana beautiful choppable abunabunu CDCB infantility so and afi ijano na amanebo a yense ka kire se enne ye mane beli ni ade afi de enkonko wi a yese yasan ba be chi no ama popo bi kura twiniti popo a twiniti no eye ne lawyer a wolidi lawyer Francis Aviesosu Madina constituency MP ene na lawyer fo ni bi eka kitwa bi kura no yese nka ekoye bitins kakra kese kikri video ni bi ni kese kikri pao bika yese court dem ho no omo de bae sa asem no wo mo atwam wo mo na de bae wo mo ni akire bi nti ga ni ona ne trinwi tenten a egu na chi afo mo de afede ehwe immigration for de omo ka afoforo aba se case no a ye twamu ewo court inside ho no wo mo so sign with different ayi foforo nti omo san ba be chi no ewo eno ho ti ekoye kese na nya agro kra kikri they have catch it again ena wo mo de no ahye ka mu no nti ye be kwa ne lawyer ho na yakobisa se rearrest we no enchemu enesen bi se o hwe rearrest no a enchemu ahodo bebre ena eba is it to say wo mu anya adanse foforo ana se edi adepotin ena ama wo mu asan achini nti ono na ohunu se wo hwe e wo Facebook ana se enje TV sam betumi aba first na mo tetete ho commercial ti aba nti ono na ohunu se
Broni ba ku ikura de wo su
ene maame no ne maame ne papa
na se ababa na broni fita
ya fita
because mo mienu nyina maame ne papa ne nyina ya bro
yo ha na no nwi se abronye wana
de he o ja asa na no ta microphone camera nim no o we achi o ba ko na achi
o wanko na oyi ho
na no na se abronye ajo
ko ya se abronye ba
but ya de ne kwotena car ne mu die asa sunsum ne apiepia bi mu se ababa wa ne ye munya abotre montomo bo na ase na ne lawyer nso so pese obo ne ho ban kakra oda ne bodyguard ne ye pia no kakra oh well ye nhwe minim se or resist arrest dia said na pia ne ko because no ahwo se munya abotre boko ma ante de omo ka de ba wo hwe ne gestures na wo ye na ne nsa ne se de oye na Ghana for de ye de nsa ne kasa enti ne nsa ne se de oye no a abotre but
Francis ana we mo pia no
na ye gidi
oni abrante no we obayi ni kiki atrakene
so we no se de we no
ono na meka se ono owo side ha na no nwi ni pia
osabronye no minim de enti ase wono wafa ne personal do kikiri obayi nso minyi ni so resist arrest enti okowura ka nim already enti minim de esi ye ne ka se course so ne bibie course a ase waya ne kuntan no ye nim ara ono kura ne dimbirika kwotena mu a wotupo na chop papa ne mu kura atwen no de ni
mama ya audio ne kakra ye ntie
guys the source rifles they claim that they have been Charlie, move it. Please. But is that how you do your work? Is that how you do your work? You are saying that you are saying that stop. Why you are stop. Is that how you do your work? 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 Wait. Don't go to the car. Is that how you do your work? Oh my God. Guns, assault rifles. They claim that they have revoked the permit here.
Yeah, sir, ye ne lawyer ebedi nkomo but utie lawyer Francis Aviesosu ne words no kakra mete ye na or explain it Bruni ne maame ne papa and they said they have revoked her license here. Again na mo promise
permit
stay wo Ghana yeah was study permit and I say yes we mo revoke
wo court ho mura ye na say already
say court one the case no wo mo aye no quash
ya twam ati papers mato
ya twam na mum wo pie ye no na we say nkata no kwa ya twam
nti oni to me so o Ghana
won be deport na say
minim emra no say emra no say woto a dey was the punishment no wo court no be really decide enti Ghana dey asem mpe nipa o nipa na
Ghana it me chi obi pam no say
Oh yeah. Would you emra Ghana how now when you are now I not say emreni had a do ya the boots as Ghana. Yet it's a go gwasa and
me lawyer Francis Xavier Susu eni enkomo. Lawyer nyumre wuti enka yemwajo emwakwababa Angel FM Angel TV so.
Actually, we are making a
Etiefo nyina nso agye wo so. Ye hwe ye hunu se woni obi aprapre pa brante na no ho nwi a wo hwe pinki wo piapia wo saa na wo nso che ne se ade ya na ya tenso se court dem ho ne ya se asem na wode koye ne kra no si atwam o si ato atwene o se ya enden after bail ni nyina mu na afi de ya withdraw case no kra ti mu pie na de na sense bie mu a ya se akine
yo midasi Ephreeyea no immigration for no mobile and be kutekta 20 new man say one more a cancel the visa no enti no or illegal immigrant it's any omodini ko enti ban sana maybe say me any lawyer yenya ya ba court am ba be ka say asem no mu yi asem ne free court die and I come on me evidence say ma revoking visa no be a letter na be visa now they are trying here you be atu ni aka say okay say dia nti e na mo pese mu ya fe na edi mo achi na yakwa akoye letter ya mu ni evidence bia and I say mu ni evidence bia ni edi mo achi ko sa na enye yi and this when is gidi kakra na ba ya eventually no esansi appropriate 20 nyoma a wo mu nso mo do so nti ya ma mo tun kwan ya mo di ne ko ya ye kodi ye chire eno kra ye di ye chire ko ye mu ka say ye mbra immigration court se kodu ho no it's now also best close one now bi say si oni on ye ko NIB ye free ye di ye chire ko NIB ye ko ye CDC ye ko NIB national court e ko ji permit sansa ni aba emi ye ko ji sa permit esa di ye chire sa baba ye ba ye na ni be di nkomo no any you say omudi letter me no bia be man say ba ko say ya cancel the visa ba ko say ya ma 24 hours say we be free Ghana and I see you say foreign national na me see mama 24 hours on free Ghana dia any passport na we be free Ghana na mu fama yi na ni phone so amosisi na mu fama no na fi yen hwese nia e be hwe nia we omosi no die ye di mai enye yi ntisi ano ntinipa no amosi mama 24 hours no ya ye kwa ya humbwa na yetimi apes how e be say it me nya emergency visa any ni consulate na wa consul so musi de bi nipa mo de ni ko musi mo de ni ko NIBS courts me ni ukaso sisi ano ni parents ni ko bia ma mo di e cha ko NIBS courts so se yɛ nipa na kasa ba na hin no hye no nipa ni ho esa se ko yɛ uni ho na sebi o ti o memo na o de ti se o tiatia nipa fa ho de so se ya na e de pa na wo paje enti no kwanya me ni de me ti ndie is full of disappointment because I feel say in this day and age you know this thing should be happening in our country and na me ni wo ka say Ghana for Belgium Ghana for do na so ama no ni bebre na se e bia wo Ghana ni bi e wo ba bi na obi di santo to asem e di no e be ya ode anyway
na ne ma me ne papa no wo mo nso visa no ye linked to wo mo ba no school a wo ba e wo ha no ana se
o mo ne de ye se ni se di o mo ba wa ha nti na mo ba holiday e be sha o mo ba se wo ni o mo ba ne be di Christmas o san o mo san chiako so enti na we nyina e ko ba ya se mo kra o mo hu ni o mo nya biem you should buy on we don't even know where the person is.
Oh, because all her video who send them and papa no womo e sweden den but me entias here or castle or bus school and one must school and an inti ye revoke ne visa na saying
No cry woman is say who says allegation we no and na ye di ba court ho
yeah
the modi ba court ho ana no na ye court and na court say yen kondiembra ene now so no every day I say 3 times in a week no one report na ka ni ye ba we will deal with the substance of the matter ene it ye who say ye be deal with substance of the matter and as lawyers no ye throw letter and command immigration pay for say and ye bia nyoma na mo ka ho asem e wo charge sheet we don't have it and the rules of disclosure no express your man a copy of application or the buy no na a copy of letter admission must be fake or fake no na fe mo disclose officer or yeah visa ne man no any nipa or extend the visa ne man no ansa na sisi anabeda ni asem mo say mo di fraudulent then we can actually know how to advise our client because so you can always tell your client so we know evidence needs to be until you acquire okay you better you full so na say fine and na make bia ni aye but nyama demand ye mo fa ba kukra man into o man fa man ye ntino you file motion before the court for an order to compel them to disclose this document that motion is na before the court and then na kay ba be movie and amamo ba say oh any enye bi say man say the be kon the enye man sam the enye bi it's in your very draw bibia only for you to turn around to now use the showmanship to say Rambo our movie and nana abayiwa baako now hwe nipa akatinka ye kokretu AK-47 ye see free came to say dia ye kwakoche some drag baron bi o baby aba
na oba ye no school no okoye there.
In fact, the honest truth is, you see, that these are the issues that we would have to interrogate based on Asema or Mokan. You see, because in America, we say it's a criminal matter now. Who become one set? He who alleges must prove. Into what me maybe I interrogate. So Kofi Asma making who ya me pa because my understanding of the issues is I buy why we bar on my way mono or you'll be another visitor or tourism or coba. Oko epa de bia na wo ba ya oni abrante bi ebe getting involved e wa hanu mo na afi na wo no pe sa extension of the visa or bet na ha legally no and no call immigration mo ko ka say wo pe say like how to inquiring about how to get a visa and na ye mandatory fee appropriate fees so otua and otua sa fees no and o mama ye bibia na ye friend say be visa if the person has no control over the processes that even led to any visa that was issued. And not in America, say, see, Ghana, no, you say, our institutions, no, I thought we get so corrupted. Say, after we are corrupted now, you say, your home member, Semono, Yana, Basagiti, oh, Sisia, and I standing there, and the officer Ben, the one no more, we say, now, your man for the visa, no. Officer, the due diligence, Ben, our year, and sign our issue visa, no.
Okay. Na just say wabenya boy wa Ghana ha nti boy ne nti no na nkopeso extend se be o betumi atwen kakra wa ha
Kofi o mo extend ye na eja boy ni girl yi na o mo hihye ho bon na o mo hihye ho kakra na eja new forces be fa mu kakra na kofa se mu abai so nti no sa na abakoye anyu meje Kofi wa ma se me hu ni amen campo you know, with the emphasis and associated disappointment, abuse of power, no any abuse of administrative powers, you know, too much.
Like as a politics, not no gram kakana na akofa we nyina ba you.
Oh, me say no, because obviously no, instead my na only the number of people where illegal immigrants for Ghana, and I say only part do you Ghana. Obviously, there will be any immigration issues. There are several ways we deal with them. People can pay fines for their status to be regularized. There are all kinds of things that are done. And yet once I own your evidence because initially no money say be about one national security way be and your name so the country no didn't name NIB MBA ko ni fee ebu efie ni ko here if you money na if you the computer ni your thinking that be or your national security threat. There was nothing. The extra session ni one and you pay by all means can you pay be demand and you start charging by. It's not no pesa documentations are expresses start charging a maintainable document man famba. Once to go by it's a be case record. It's only say court labia and call you mountain and ye free and I would inquire Uber park ni say any my service and 24 hours you should leave the country. Nobody does that. It's a wrongful use of discretionary powers and it's an abuse of power and abuse of office.
Asamwe you better say na the next step if you am be taking no na yetumi ehu but say no okokora no betumi asan apply bia na Ghana asan ama no asan ba foforo.
Oh, absolutely. Send no dear, whatever decision they take, no.
Yeah.
So, just as we have the right to also visit every country every now and then, it's the same way. And that is what it is. Yeah.
But then yen na me nsa Ghana sa ye ball return Ephreeyea Ghana ya sa Ghana.
You see, the whole issue, is not necessarily about the return, but it's the manner in which you go about it.
Okay.
It's a manner in which you go about those things. Because when, for example, say a woman will be 24 hours on through country, that is not necessarily a deportation order.
Okay.
And to any deportation order, no, you can't arrest the person and say, "Oh, now copy flight, amano." Now cost flight, Mr. And that's all the new cost baby.
Okay.
Because an administrative arrangement, I would say, oh, it is once a work. There are people to me revoke you on visa.
Okay.
Now, if you the deportation order, that's different.
All right.
If you revoke any visa, now that it's not a revoke you visa in Tunisia, you are not allowed to live in the territory of Ghana. But about 24 hours, then you let the person have the liberty to prepare to leave because the person is not flight risk. Because last time, when I'm inviting on 150 Moka se mo arrest in 7 days and keeping it without him getting the like getting her right protected. Your belly in the judge say every 3 days in a week she should be available. Every day of those 3 days, made herself available to you. She never went anywhere. She was available to you. So what are you afraid of?
All right. Lawyer, that's young fancy and how the matter develops. That's
You, Nyaminkamu.
On council. Lawyer Francis Xavier Sosu, lawyer ni Edema Yenuaba or Yenuaba Shalima Abuisi, or ye Belgium need the shit. So Yenuaba.
Oh, Yenuaba, so Nipa.
Yenuaba, a year Brunico call Machina, Sabri, or Bagana, ya fetched a gongo, Sabri, Womo action. Chemua, dear Banono, just a Benya boy.
Or better dum.
Obisi wa huno, obisi boy be she blue be wa corner or suspect is about can you imagine?
Yes, or the DNA suspect. Any man out the DNA suspect.
What's what who will be she blue be wa corner your walkway or she
they were DNA new.
Or suspect is
what's them about Betty
and a boy. Hey, Gana, it's I should be a family. Sir, a bridge your boy you.
That's how we are more Ghana.
Say, Ghana, your boss.
I could be I shall one. See, I see a born in Biana. Deported on quite a man of boy. And on one far to go back. I was here for young queen name. Nemum go for super brass. Bomadia, Nefelo, Canada, immigration for Canis, you are going one abon Masano. Go a very good. Emma Okan engine, check. Emma Bibia.
Well, they will take her and keep her in custody until those inspections are done. But under this circumstance, that's not what is happening. The bail has been granted, the sureties are around, and the sureties have actually properly so-called brought their ID cards and supply same to the register of the court. The only thing left is for the inspectors, the investigator to inspect the homes of the sureties so that the sureties will sign for her to be released. That's what is left. But what is happening now that they want to go and keep her and until whatever, I mean, very, very respectfully, that will be an abuse. It will violate her rights to fair trial. It will violate her right to freedom of movement. It will violate her right not only under the Constitution of Ghana, but under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. I mean, the UN Convention on Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. I mean, how do you treat a foreigner like that on your land? Ghanaians are also, we are also foreigners elsewhere, right? And so how we will want to be treated elsewhere is the same way we should treat other people here. So if you have an issue, no problem. You brought the matter to court. The court has admitted the person to bail. Please, let's release her on bail. I mean, we've been seeing the process has taken note of the fact that the immigration already has a passport. So she's not a flight risk. So what would be the reasons why you will continue to want to detain the person? For me, that would be abuse of power, and it will undermine, the respect for human rights. It will undermine the respect for dignity of a person, and it will undermine the very constitution that we all subscribe to. Because when you arrest a person within 24 hours, you should deal with the person. 48 hours is the maximum. The person must be released, but you keep the person for 7 days for a misdemeanor. and the court admits the person to bail and you still want to keep the person. That is unacceptable.